From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Jason White. The deadly, severe flash floods in Texas have Canadian summer camp organizers looking at their own emergency plans. More than 24 campers and counselors were among those killed in Texas last weekend. Past president of the Ontario Camps Association, Eric Schendelman, says he's already heard from some camp organizers looking for help preparing for flooding situations.
It makes people think about their own safety protocols. It makes people, in this particular case, look at their flood management programming.
As of today, more than 100 people are confirmed to have been killed by the Texas floods, while more than 160 others are still considered missing. Canada's embassy confirms it has received a letter from 6 Republican U.S. lawmakers asking what the country will do about wildfire smoke. The politicians write multiple years of smoke drifting south from Canada has robbed Americans of their ability to enjoy the summer. Canada's Defence Department won't be spared entirely from Prime Minister Mark Carney's cost-cutting. The Finance Minister has asked Cabinet Ministers to find savings of 7.5% next fiscal year. But the Chief of the Defence Staff has told Department personnel their target is a 2% savings in fiscal 2026. A report on festival safety says all British Columbia public events should get risk assessments. It's among several recommendations made by a former BC Supreme Court Chief Justice. Christopher Hinkson was appointed after a vehicle racing through a Vancouver street festival in April killed 11 people and injured dozens more. Alberta's former medical officer of health says the province has the highest measles cases per capita in North America. Dr. Mark Joffe says it's a serious concern as large summer events start happening, including the Calgary Stampede.
So on a per capita basis, per 100,000 population, Alberta has twice the rate of measles that Ontario has.
Ontario has more cases than Alberta, but with 3 times the population. More of us are using AI and the internet these days to try to diagnose and treat ourselves. And doctors say that can lead to misdiagnosis and can delay seeking legitimate medical treatment. Psychiatrist Dr. Valerie Primo says online research can be helpful if patients ask their healthcare provider about it.
So I always encourage if patients come to my office to let me know if they've done research. I think it's helpful to know what they've looked at, what they think might be going on, and why do they think that they might have that illness, right? What symptoms have they associated with it? It may encourage them to give you a better chronology or timeline of the symptoms so that you can understand better what they're suffering from.
But she acknowledges difficulty accessing mental health care can lead to patients looking for answers online. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, Novak Djokovic and Jannik Sinner will meet in the Wimbledon men's semifinals on Friday. Djokovic advanced with a 4-set win over Flavio Cobolli today, while Sinner topped American Ben Shelton in straight sets. The CFL has suspended BC Lions defensive lineman Kamoko Toure for 1 game and fined 3 other players over their roles in a post-game altercation last week. Red Deer Minor Hockey is investigating one of its coaches, former NHLer Nick Tarnasky, getting into a fight at a golf course. Video of the fight circulating online. Toronto swimmer Summer McIntosh is adding a new challenge for herself for the upcoming World Aquatics Championships. She's adding a 5th event to her schedule.
I did 4 in Paris, and I think to add this new challenge this year really kept me motivated, so I'm excited to see how that goes.
The 18-year-old plans to compete in the 800-meter freestyle event at the upcoming World Aquatics Championships in Singapore. From the Canadian Press, I'm Jason White.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.